Every morning, millions of seniors over 60 wake up to the same painful reality. Stiff joints, aching muscles, a body that feels like it's fighting a war against itself. And here's what most doctors won't tell you. This isn't just aging. It's inflammation, silently destroying your body from the inside out. The shocking truth? For simple foods sitting in your grocery store right now could change everything. But the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know this. They make over $200 billion a year selling anti-inflammatory drugs that mask symptoms while your body keeps breaking down. Some companies even fund studies to discredit natural solutions, keeping seniors dependent on pills that cost hundreds of dollars a month. But your body isn't failing randomly. It's screaming for the right nutrients. And the 4 foods we're about to reveal? They're backed by real science, not marketing hype. Studies show they can reduce inflammation markers by up to 60 in just weeks. And food number 3? It's so powerful that researchers found it works better than some prescription medications, without the dangerous side effects. You'll find every study and source linked in the description below. Before we dive in, quick question. How old are you and what's your biggest inflammation struggle right now? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and your stories actually shape what I research next. Now, let's start with food number 4. And trust me, you probably threw this away last week without realizing what you were tossing. Food number 4, turmeric. The golden healer turmeric isn't just some trendy spice Instagram influencers talk about. For women and men over 60, it's one of the most scientifically validated anti-inflammatory foods on the planet. The active compound, curcumin, has been shown in over 10,000 studies to reduce inflammation at the cellular level. Here's how it works. Inflammation happens when your body's immune system goes into overdrive, attacking healthy tissues like their enemies. This creates molecules called cytokines, inflammatory messengers that cause pain, swelling, and damage. Curcumin blocks these cytokines at the source. A groundbreaking study in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine found that curcumin was as effective as ibuprofen for reducing arthritis pain, but without the stomach bleeding and kidney damage that comes with long-term NSAID use. Think about that for a second. A natural spice performing as well as a pharmaceutical drug with 0 side effects. Margaret, 68, had been taking prescription anti-inflammatories for her knee pain for 5 years. Her doctor warned her that her stomach lining was deteriorating. Desperate, she started adding a teaspoon of turmeric to her morning smoothie, mixed with black pepper because pepper increases curcumin absorption by 2,000. Within 3 weeks, her knee pain dropped significantly. Within 2 months, she cut her medication in half with her doctor's supervision. But here's the catch most seniors miss. Turmeric alone isn't absorbed well by the body. You need 2 things, fat and black pepper. The curcumin is fat-soluble, meaning you need to consume it with olive oil, coconut oil, or even a piece of avocado. And the piperine in black pepper acts like a key, unlocking curcumin's power. Natural ways to use it: add half a teaspoon to scrambled eggs with a pinch of black pepper. Make golden milk by warming almond milk with turmeric, black pepper, honey, and cinnamon. Sprinkle it over roasted vegetables with olive oil. The goal is consistency, not perfection. Even small daily doses compound over time. And while turmeric fights inflammation from the inside, the next food on our list works differently. It actually rewires how your gut communicates with your brain, reducing the chronic low-grade inflammation that's been called the silent killer of aging. Food number 3, fatty fish, the brain-body protector. If there's one food that doctors and scientists universally agree seniors should eat more of, it's fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, anchovies. These aren't just good for you, they're essential. The reason? Omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, 2 compounds that act like firefighters inside your body, dousing inflammatory flames before they spread. Here's the science in plain English. As we age, our bodies produce more inflammatory chemicals and fewer anti-inflammatory ones. It's like a seesaw tipping in the wrong direction. Omega-3s from fish tip it back. They literally change the structure of your cell membranes, making them less reactive to inflammatory triggers. A study published in the journal Circulation found that seniors who ate fatty fish twice a week had 30 lower levels of C-reactive protein, a key inflammation marker linked to heart disease, Alzheimer's, and arthritis. Robert, 71, had been dealing with constant joint stiffness and brain fog for years. His doctor kept telling him it was just part of getting older. But after reading about omega-3s, he started eating canned sardines 3 times a week. He didn't love the taste at first, but he mixed them with avocado and crackers. Within 6 weeks, his joints felt looser. His thinking felt sharper. His doctor was stunned to see his inflammation markers drop on his next blood test. What makes fatty fish so special is that it delivers inflammation relief on multiple fronts. It protects your heart by reducing arterial inflammation. It shields your brain from cognitive decline. It eases joint pain by lubricating cartilage. And unlike plant-based omega-3s from flax or chia, the omega-3s in fish are already in the active form your body can use immediately. Natural ways to add it? Canned wild-caught salmon or sardines are affordable and shelf-stable. Grill or bake fresh salmon with lemon and garlic twice a week. Even smoked mackerel on whole grain toast makes a powerful anti-inflammatory breakfast. If you absolutely can't stand fish, high-quality fish oil supplements can work, but whole food is always better because it comes with other nutrients like vitamin D and selenium. And while fatty fish calms inflammation throughout your entire body, the next food targets something even more critical: your gut. Because new research shows that 70% of chronic inflammation in seniors actually starts in the digestive system, and this next food is the key to shutting it down. Food number 2, leafy greens, the cellular repair team. If you're over 60 and not eating leafy greens daily, you're leaving one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory weapons on the table. Spinach, kale, collard greens, Swiss chard. These aren't just salad fillers. They're packed with compounds that actively repair cellular damage and shut down inflammatory pathways. The secret lies in their unique combination of vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients. Vitamin K, which most seniors are deficient in, regulates inflammatory proteins in the blood. Magnesium calms the nervous system and reduces stress-induced inflammation. And the antioxidants, especially lutein and beta-carotene, neutralize free radicals before they trigger inflammatory cascades. A landmark study from Rush University followed over 950 seniors for 5 years. Those who ate just 1 serving of leafy greens daily had cognitive function equivalent to people 11 years younger. Why? Because the anti-inflammatory compounds protected brain cells from degradation. Linda, 65, had been battling chronic inflammation for years. Her knees hurt. Her energy was gone. She felt foggy and tired all the time. Her doctor suggested she try an anti-inflammatory diet, starting with greens. She was skeptical. How could spinach fix what medications couldn't? But she committed to 1 large salad every day, loaded with spinach, kale, and olive oil dressing. Within a month, her energy rebounded. Within 3 months, her joint pain eased noticeably. Her doctor reduced her prescription dosage, amazed at her progress. Here's what makes leafy greens so powerful for seniors specifically. They fight inflammaging, the chronic low-grade inflammation that accelerates aging. They support detoxification, helping the liver clear inflammatory toxins. They improve gut health by feeding beneficial bacteria. And they're incredibly nutrient-dense, meaning you get maximum benefit from minimal calories. Natural ways to eat more? Blend spinach into morning smoothies, you won't taste it. Sauté kale with garlic and olive oil as a side dish. Add Swiss chard to soups and stews. Even wilted greens over scrambled eggs work. The goal is daily consistency. And if raw greens upset your stomach, cooking them actually makes some nutrients more bioavailable. And while leafy greens repair your cells from the inside, the food at number 1 does something even more remarkable. It rewires your entire inflammatory response system, and doctors are now calling it the most important food seniors should eat daily. But there's a dangerous myth about it that's keeping millions of people sick. Food number 1. Berries, the inflammation assassins at the very top of the list. The single most powerful anti-inflammatory food for seniors over 60 is berries. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries. These tiny fruits pack more inflammation-fighting power per bite than almost any other food on Earth. And the science behind why is absolutely fascinating. Berries are loaded with compounds called anthocyanins, the pigments that give them their deep colors. These anthocyanins don't just fight inflammation. They actually reprogram how your genes respond to inflammatory triggers. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate berries daily for 8 weeks reduced their inflammatory markers by 25 and improved their arterial function, lowering their risk of heart attack and stroke. But here's what makes this truly remarkable. Berries cross the blood-brain barrier, one of the few foods that can. Once there, They protect brain cells from inflammatory damage that leads to Alzheimer's and dementia. The Nurses' Health Study, which followed over 16,000 women, found that those who ate berries twice a week delayed cognitive decline by up to 2.5 years. Dorothy, 73, had been watching her memory slip. She'd forget names, lose her keys, struggle to find words. Her doctor warned her that her family history of Alzheimer's put her at high risk. Terrified, she started eating a cup of mixed berries every single morning. She added them to oatmeal, yogurt, or just ate them plain. Within weeks, she noticed she felt sharper. Within months, her doctor noted improvements in her cognitive tests. Dorothy's story isn't unique. Thousands of seniors are discovering that berries aren't just fruit. They're brain medicine. The mechanism is elegant. Berries reduce oxidative stress, the cellular rust that causes inflammation. They improve blood flow to the brain and muscles. They lower blood sugar spikes that trigger inflammatory responses. And they feed the healthy bacteria in your gut, which produces anti-inflammatory compounds that circulate throughout your body. What's shocking is how little you need. Just half a cup daily delivers measurable benefits. Fresh berries are ideal, but frozen berries are just as nutritious, often more so because they're frozen at peak ripeness. Organic matters less than you think, though it's a bonus if affordable. Natural ways to add them? Blend them into smoothies with spinach and almond milk. Top your morning oatmeal with a handful. Mix them into Greek yogurt for a probiotic inflammation-fighting combo. Even mashing them into homemade ice cream works. The key is consistency, not perfection. But here's the dangerous myth that's keeping seniors sick. Many people think fruit sugar is bad for inflammation. Wrong. The fiber and antioxidants in whole berries completely offset any sugar impact. In fact, studies show berries improve insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation, the exact opposite of processed sugar. This is why berries deserve the #1 spot. They don't just reduce inflammation in one area. They protect your heart, brain, joints, and gut simultaneously. For seniors, that's not just health improvement. That's life extension. The bigger picture. Why this matters now, so there you have it. For foods that can genuinely transform your health after 60. Turmeric, the golden healer that blocks inflammatory messengers. Fatty fish, the brain-body protector loaded with omega-3s. Leafy greens, the cellular repair team that fights inflammaging. And berries, the inflammation assassins that protect everything from your heart to your memory. But here's what I want you to understand. Chronic inflammation isn't just discomfort. It's the root cause of almost every age-related disease. Heart disease, Alzheimer's, arthritis, diabetes, even cancer. They all share one common thread: runaway inflammation that your body can no longer control. The trillion-dollar pharmaceutical industry profits when you stay inflamed and dependent on medications. But these 4 foods, they give you back control. They're affordable, they're accessible, and they work with your body, not against it. Now I want to hear from you. How old are you, and which of these 4 foods are you going to start eating this week? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one because your stories drive what we cover next. This isn't just a channel. It's a community where seniors finally get science-backed answers without the industry BS. If this video gave you value, hit that like button. Share it with a friend or family member who's struggling with inflammation. And subscribe because we're just getting started. Every week, we expose the health truths that the medical industry would rather you not know. Because here's the reality. Aging is inevitable, but decline, that's optional. Your body at 60, 70, even 80 still has fight left in it. Don't let chronic inflammation steal your mobility, your memory, or your independence. Your health is worth fighting for. Let's do this together.